It's not a box. I'm sorry. Hey, Campus Georgia, back in the man cave with the boss, Mary, having a moment with her. She saw me bring in a mail call. Yeah, a mail call. And you know what? It wasn't in a big box. She's just not happy about that. But it looks pretty interesting because it weighs a ton. Let's check it out. Like I said, weighs a ton. And this one is from the great state of Kentucky. Yep, they're at it again. This one's from Dwight. Let's see what he's got to say. With a knife. I always grab this one, but hey, you all know Black Cat. And that reminds me, I was watching Kevin, the knife doctor, and he was given a black cat, but it's not black. It was green. I kind of like that. I'm going to have to go back and have a look, right? Look at these knives. They're awesome. Not interesting. She's upset with me that I even accepted this because it didn't have a big box. All right. Yo. Wow. This thing weighs a ton. I'm not joking. Look at it. It's about the size of a brick, but it weighs about 400 pounds. Yep. Ooh, careful. We have a note. We got a note. Here it is. Why are you looking so goofy? I don't know what's going on with you. Let's see what the note says. Ready? Hi, George and Mary. I've been putting these knives away to send to you for months. Most are in need of restoration, repair. Oh, I know who this is from. Okay. Repair and rehoning, or whatever you see fit to do with them. My knife collection space, most of our small apartment law, is limited, as well as my repair skills. Yeah, that makes two of us. I'm limited here as well. And my repair skills, we're working on that. I think you'll find a few of interest and worthy of repair restoration. Some are best for parts. I'm sure you can discern which will be worth keeping. Linda and I, must be his wife, right? Enjoy your YouTube posts and always look forward to the next one. Glad to be a member. The live shows are growing and add to your followership. That reminds me, you probably saw the video I made about a comment, and I would like to clear something up. The person who put that comment in has been a viewer of my channel for a long time, and always comments, always watches my videos, and his comments are never negative. He's always giving me advice, maybe try this or try that, I do this, I do that, which a lot of you do, and I appreciate that. And he's never been really negative. The reason I chose his comment was because in that comment was had all the typical, what I would call not so positive comments from a lot of people, like the trolls, or somebody who's never watched my channel before, or things like that. And I used his as an example, and I kind of feel everybody thought that he was a bad guy. He's not. I just happened to choose that one because I didn't want to show 10 different comments. I apologize to him especially. I did leave him a reply to one of his comments to tell him, brace yourself, the video's coming out, and it wasn't my intention to make him the bad guy. They're out there. Anyway, short story, I really appreciate all the support I got on that video. Really appreciate that, guys. To be honest, I can't do a review like I did there. That was a struggle for me. To me, it doesn't sound right to me. So the reviews or stuff that I talk about, you're still going to get the goofy stuff. I'll try to add in the correct things so that you do know about it. I come from a home where we joked all the time, and nobody was ever serious about calling things what they really are. We had nicknames for everything. So that's kind of where it comes from. But anywho, please do not think the person who posted that comment is a bad person. He's not. He's a very smart man and has helped me and given me ideas and advice on a lot of things, on a lot of my videos. So just wanted to clear that up. Just saying. Mary was upset with me about that. Back to the note. Well, do you want to read it or should I? Okay, I'll read it then. Linda, I enjoy your posts. Always look forward to the next one. Glad to be a member. The live shows are growing and adding to your followership. He's right. I need to do more of those, and I'm thinking, at least maybe 2 a month. I got to say it's hard work for me. Maybe I should just invite Laura to be here every time so that she can keep me on track. She did a great job. I'm glad she stopped by. I'm working on a Facebook page, Knife Life, to post pictures of some of my own collection. I'm focused on USA vintage, Camelus, Buck, Schrade, Colonial, Imperial, etc. Wenger and Victorinox, Germany, and English-made slip joints. Sounds familiar, right? I've also been selling on eBay. I don't do that. Another reminder, I have a lot of people ask if I'm willing to swap a knife, trade a knife, whatever they call it, or sell it that I was working on or something like that. 99% of the knives that I currently have or have worked on have been gifts, to be honest. They're gifts, can't give them away, can't sell them, can't trade them. They stay in my collection, and it's a gift. It's for me, it's something you keep. So there's that. Anywho, just to let you know, so I really don't trade or sell stuff that was given to me. If I find a beater somewhere, I'll probably give it away, but it would be in a giveaway, a gore, which, by the way, going to be more of those coming up too. Hoping to really get that going on the membership side. Keep getting away from Dwight's letter. So basically he said, I've also been selling on eBay for the fun of passing knives on to others. As you might guess, I'm way down the rabbit hole, especially since I joined the Central Kentucky Knife Club. I have a question about, in the state you're in, are there a number of knife clubs that you guys go to and visit and hang out with? Never done that. Need to look into that. I remember when I was at USA Knife Makers, the shop where I buy a lot of my knife building, repairing supplies, and I asked them about clubs or anything like that, and he said, around here, not very many. There is a group that gets together a couple of times a year, but that's it. And they are knife makers. These are the guys that make the fancy fixed blade hunting knives, and they sell them and that sort of stuff. Just interested to know how many states out there actually have knife clubs. If you know of one in Minnesota, that would be nice to know about. Okay, back to his letter again. I'm sorry, Dwight. You remind me of things. Thank you for your contribution to the knife collecting community. If you're ever going to be in the Lexington, Kentucky area, I'd love to join up for coffee and a conversation. Stay well, Dwight. Thank you, my friend. Sorry about butchering your letter. You kept reminding me, and you know me. If I don't do it right there and then, I'll forget. I mean, yesterday was yesterday, I think. You ready? You want to have a look in the box? Ooh. Hey, there's a lot of things in the box. It's a small box, but it's a busy box, right? I can see something already that is pretty exciting. What do you think? Check it out. Look at that. It is an electrician's knife. A 3-blader. Check that out. It's got that big, well, it's not really a big one. This one's pretty worn, but that's not a... It's a 3-blade electrician's knife, becoming more and more popular. Back in the day, they were just 2-blade, and you can see it here. This is actually a hawkbill, should be. You can see it's pretty worn, but we can clean it up and put a point on it. Then they have a spear point in the tool, and the tool is a stripping tool, stripping wire and that sort of thing. Very cool knives, really good EDC work knives. All the blades are good for summing at work. Who made this one? I don't know. Yeah, I can't see a tank stamp, unfortunately. It's either, this could be a Camelus or something like that, because at the bottom it says, let me get this blade out of the way. It's really worn away. Let me see. Oh, no. This has got to be a Klein and Sons, because it says Chicago something USA. Probably Klein and Sons. Very cool knife. They make a lot. I mean, their business, their knife business started off electrician's knives. All right. Oh, I see a Camp King. Ooh, it is cracked ice, but it's broken. Not unusual to see. You know, I like a Camp King. It's a very popular knife. It's very, I want to say, recognizable. That's the word I'm looking for. And this one is the world famous Hammer brand. Yep. See the tank stamp there? Need to clean it up, but it looks like 60s. I'm not sure. The USA on the side. I'll put the info up here. Can't remember it. The blades and everything on this are in really good shape. You know what I'm thinking, right? Haven't done it in a... Ooh, look at that. This is a nice little knife. The only problem it has is the celluloid's coming off. But look at that. The blades are in really good condition. Right? And that's a hammer. Woohoo! Gotta love a hammer. I'm thinking we can rehandle this, right? We should do that. I've got... it's been a long day. Just so that you know. Moving on, because I can't remember what the material is. I literally have forgotten what I used to replace the handle material. Getting old. Wow. Okay. This is kind of exciting. Kind of odd though. That's weird. Oh, I see what's happened. Look at that. You see that? Yeah, Scout, be prepared. And this is bone. But look at the other side. It's wood. I think the handle broke. The bone must have broken. I wonder, who do you think made this? It's a hammer. It's an old one. It's a very old one. It's really worn. It has the really big arm, and the hammer is very distinctive. This is old. Look at that. See that? Wow. Got the old style can opener. And look at the, you saw that Camp King all, and this has stuff on it. You see, look at this one. And look at that. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this before. Let me show you. This tells me this knife was old. Can you see it there? See what it says there? There's a pattern number on the awl. I've never seen that. Well, this is cool. Man. Yeah, the blade is pretty beat up, but you know what? This is a very special hammer. Very special. Got to look into this a little bit closer. Maybe we can clean it up anyway, even if the blade looks like that, be worth it. I can't even remember what that material is. I'm still trying to remember what it is. That's cool. And we're on knife number 2, and I can tell you there's a bunch. All right, let's get going. Oh, here's another different looking knife. Look at that. Right? Look at those bolsters. There's a name for that. You see how they're angled? They give them a special name. And this is, the stamp is really smudged, if you know what I mean. It's a USA made. It says made in the USA. Maybe one of you will see that. I can't see what it says. But that's cool, isn't it? And I'm looking at, it's a clamshell, but it looks really solid. It's not really thin celluloid on here, that's for sure. Oh. But, you know, the blades are beat up. Gonna find that a lot on old knives, definitely. That's cool. Check out this one. This is unusual, right? Look at that. It's got that easy open on it. And it looks like it's a toothpick. Look at that. Look at that blade. Wow, that's long. This is nice. At first I thought it was a clamshell. It's not. Look. It's not a clamshell. Get out of here. What do they say? Shut the front door. It's a colonial. Look at that. It's not a clamshell either. Ooh, I like this. That'll clean up. Come on. That'll clean up nice. And that is unusual. And it's original. Brass liners and all. Good one. Good one. This, very nice. Looks like a Swiss Army knife, but it's not. This is not a Swiss Army knife. See that? It's good. And one of the reasons I know, because I guess at a lot of things. Anybody want to guess? I'm going to say it's China made. Stainless China. See that? The giveaway, when you look at one right away, is you see the tools? The toothpick is plastic, okay, and pretty beat up. That's not unusual. So that can fool you, but if you look at the color of it, it's not the same color as Victorinox. But the real giveaway is that. You see that? This is the tweezers, and it's metal all the way through. It's a very quick way of looking at one and going, oh, I wonder. But this is cool. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots, stages, whatever they call them. So it's loaded. I'll just show you this much. You see that? Now, the unusual thing about this, I thought this was the saw blade, but it has a saw blade. It's a fishing tool. See that? It's got the disgorger and the scaler. And then your regular knife, your scissors, they're bigger scissors. Pretty good, actually. Some of their scissors are very good. I don't like this on the scissors. Bottle opener, flat screwdriver, but then they have a bunch on the back here. You've got your corkscrew. They've got a Phillips head, you see that? And they've got a bunch of other things, like a sewing needle type thing. Shouldn't say sewing needle, canvas needle on the back. So it's fully loaded. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 tools on it. Serpentine has those, what do they call them? Thread bolsters. I know that. But they're cool bolsters. They have that line. Bolster with one line. How's that? I think it's called a thread. That's what I thought. But it is that serpentine shape. 2 blades. Okay. 2 blades. One is a spay. Kind of, sort of. See that? They always seem to be rounded like that with the little point on it. And then a sheep's foot. Look at that. This is a great combo. And it says model 205. And it is a, Just another one of those camellias. Camellias. Very cool. That is nice. See, I like these guys. I think they make good knives. You know, this is a plain serpentine, and it's so clean. It feels tough. Very cool. That's a fixer-upper. Where's the other one? What was the other one? Oh, this one at Colonial. Let's keep them there. We haven't even got into it yet. Here's another one. Look at that. This is a hammer, right? Oh! Look at that. You see how thin it is? Not going to be a hammer, that's for sure. I should have known that. Look how big this blade is. See that? It's a kind of sort of clip. And then it has that nail nick. I call them half moon. What is their crescent, I think. It was crescent, right? You guys watched the video. I don't know what I did yesterday. I think that's a crescent nail clip. And this, the handle's a little dirty and whatever, but you can clean this up. Oh, it's cracked. Did you see that? Didn't see that. See a lot of this material, the style of cover cracks like that. I don't know why. But this is Ideal. The Ideal company makes these. I think they're pretty cool. I think they probably sold for about, I don't know, 50 cents back in the day. See, it says Ideal on there. But they made some cool knives. I like them. I've got a couple of Ideals. You know, when you find them, typically they're in okay shape. You can clean them up and make them look nice and shiny. And if you can do that to a knife, it's not an electrician. It looked like one. It's just a two-blade jack. Look at that. There. Oh, that's a nice looking knife, right? Look at it. Look at the handle. That noise you're hearing in the background is Mary. I keep some boxes just in case I have to ship. Smaller ones, some from mail calls. She dives into this. Look at the choil. You see that? What is that? Oh, I know. You see? You know what they did? They ground that down. Why? They can use it to strip wire. They made it into their own little electrician. Except they don't have a tool, they have a pen. That's pretty cool. And I can't see. All it says, there's a pattern number. Now, this gets interesting because now, see it on the tang, it just has a pattern number. It doesn't say, it must be US. Oh, it does say USA. But this is a nice knife. I like this. Look at that. It's got, what, a swell end? Right? Swell end jack? Right? I don't know. See, it's thicker here than down here. It's almost like, that's why I thought it was an electrician. Another one that can be fixed. Here we go again. Look at that. See that? The handle material? Kind of looks sort of like that Ideal, right? But it doesn't have a badge on it. This is way more solid. This is a 3-blade. Who made it? Come on. Before I show you, you got to have a guess at it. It's a 3-blade. Here it is here. See that? Look at the handle. That's the clue. It's very squarish. Not tight square. They do round it off. You've heard me talk about this word. It's cut master. Utica. Look at this spade blade. Looks like it's been made into a saw. Right? Can you see that? Things people do. Maybe we can clean that up a little bit and keep it as spade. It's got a sheep's foot on it and this long clip. Cut master. It's an old one. Cut master, Utica, New York, USA. Very cool. I like that. I like them. I think they do a good job. They do a good job. And this is one of those knives. Oh, it's not. I am guessing wrong every time. Chicago tool. Ta-da! It's actually pretty solid. Is that the name of the company, Chicago Tool? Some pretty random stuff on this. Here are the tools here. You can see that Bottle opener. Don't know what this flat screwdriver, I'm assuming. A little cutter blade there. Can you see that? Main blade is bent. Wow, it is bent. Look at that. But here's the cool thing. Here we go again with a fishing tool. There's something in front of it. Another small flat screwdriver. It has a little Phillips head. It's a fishing tool. And nail thing. It's got the That is so weird. Ooh. Yeah, you know, the blade is just, that blade is bent. I don't know if you can see that. You see how it bends there? Your main blade is not a pry bar. Oh, I got another one. Oh, finally I'm going to guess right. Electrician's tool. Knife. Tool. Knife and tool. Here it is here. Look at that. That looks very nice. And I knew it would be something like that. And this is a real electrician. Nice flat. You got your stripping tool and your blade. The blade has more of a belly. This is worn down, but it would have a little bit more of a belly. Not unusual to see that. But it is Camco. See that? One of them side Camillus businesses. Ooh, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 5 fixer-uppers. Oh, this is a skeletonized frame knife. See that? It's got the I can't think of any names, but it's got so you can hang it. I've seen a lot of these around. This is a China made, I think, because obvious. See that? It's very thin. They're nice to hang on a bag or something like that. Handy to have. And I can tell you, you can sharpen those blades. Pretty sharp. Not a heavy duty thing, but handy to have. You just yeah, we got a bunch going on here. All right, let's pick up the pace. And we've got lights. Some nice little pen knives. Always a good thing. See that? Look at them. We have a barlow. Is that ideal? It is. Yeah, it is. It's an ideal. Oh, I don't have an ideal barlow. And it's in pretty good shape. And it has an unusual clip on it with a nice little pen. See that? That's very nice. Ideal, huh? And you see the handle. Again, it's that material. Kind of breaks easy, and this hasn't broken after I was bragging about the fact that I see a lot of them broken. Very cool ball. Don't have one. Right? Oh, is it an old timer? Henry. Uncle Henry. It's a little Uncle Henry. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Right? See that? Get some light on the subject here. Uncle Henry's got the badge. Oh, did you see it? Broken blade. But that's a cool little knife, man. Pity that blade's broken. Schrade, USA. Schrade Plus, stainless. See that? That's very cool, though. I like their badges. Oh, another baller. Look at it. Baller. Here we go. Do you like the handle on this thing? Ooh. Get the handle on this thing. Is that bone? Now, tell me if that's bone. And it's made in Pakistan. But it's a pretty cool baller, right? And that handle, I bet you that is bone. They're not shy in Pakistan about putting bone. Ooh, nice big bolsters. Should be a third. 1, 2, not quite. Well, yeah, that's close enough, I suppose. The bolsters are meant to be 1/3 of the total length of the knife closed. True baller. These are a little bit longer. Yeah, we have old timer Schrade, New York, USA, 340. Old timer. pretty beat up. But it's got all its blades. This would, here we go. You know, most people look at this and say it's toast, right? Look at it. It is. But a little bit of elbow grease, clean everything up, and it'll shine. Wow. Oh, look at this handle. Look at that handle. Is that not cool? It's got to be a hammer, right? Look at me. Totally wrong. It's an imperial. Might as well be a hammer. Very nice. What's a 3-blade like this? Stockman. Right? Great little whittlers, these. They are. They really make a nice whittler. But look at that handle. Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Imperial, Providence, Rhode Island, where the USA is on the side. 80s, I think. Around about there. Look at that. That handle is very nice. Ooh, look at this. Okay. See this plastic? It really looks hokey, doesn't it? Oh, it's that big company. Flat edge. Again, this has got to be like Ideal or somebody like that, right? It doesn't, all it says is USA on it, and both blades have that flat edge on. But it looks kind of hokey, okay? Because this plastic makes it look hokey. But if you clean it up, you clean this up, it's a nice little knife. And you know, when they sold these things, it was probably 10 cents. But it's a knife, and you can sharpen it, and it'll work. I thought he said there was not going to be much to work with. I'm impressed. There's lots here. This looks like a cami, right? Look at me. I'm all over these guys. See that? This is a Camelus. 2-blade jack. A long toothpick. It was a clip though. We'll have to make it into a toothpick. And it's, look at that. Little Camelus penknife. Oh, that's nice. We got a weird one. I've seen a lot of these and I never really looked at who makes them, but I suspect it's that big company in the sky called China. Yeah, it is. Nice little knife though. Right? Put it on your keychain. Small. Oh, all these. Look at all these. I'm going to go through them really quickly. Oh, look at that blade. Now that's a toothpick. Right? Now, look at the handles on this thing now. These make really good parts. You know, look at all. You got springs, liners, all sorts. We got another old timer. And it's got 3 blades. You see? Here's one that's complete. Shred. USA. It doesn't have the plus sign. Look at that. Nice little old timer. Carbon. Very nice. Old one. Right? Look, here's another one. Oh. We could make thousands. Different. Look at this one. Look at this one. What does that say? Oh, it is. Diamond edge. Look at that. That handle. Is that meant to be like that? Oh. Maybe it is meant to be like. No. I think this handle was black and it's peeled off and left the white underneath. It's like it was painted. It's a kind of cool effect though. I thought that was actual. Who made this guy? This is a stainless Imperial Providence, USA. And it says, there's actually etching on it. Diamond Edge 852DE. Wow. That's a nice little knife. Right? I wonder if that handle is a mint. No, I don't think it is. I think they were black, if I remember. They were black, right? But it does, it almost looks like a dairy cow handle. What is this? Look how flat this thing is. See that? Just a single blade. Oh! Who made this? Oh, it's made in China. That's my mistake. Look at that. You may have seen the short I had, the one that has almost that greenish cracked ice handle. And it had just a blade and a bottle opener. Right? Matching pair. That one didn't say anything. It was an unknown. Didn't have any tang stamp on it. I like that idea. Another old timer. This one, a little bit bigger, 3-blade, Schrade, carbon, not stainless, in good condition though. The blades, that looks good. We can make a good one out of all 3 of them. Look at this guy. I don't know what this is about. This looks like a China made, right? No. Right edge. Ha! Get it. See that shape? Look how that's pretty cool. It has that. You see how the handle goes into the blade? It's like a drop, comes into that drop point style blade. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Look at that. Is that not cool? It's nice. I like that. Okay, you can tell me what that is. What does that look like? I have no idea. It's got a broken blade. The main blade's broken, but it's a buck in it. Isn't that buck? Buck knives? Yep. I might have to give this to Keith. It's a nice one. And the reason I say that is, this is a buck 303. 303, yeah. See that? Might give this to Keith. Because he sends him into buck, gets him fixed. And he waits until he has a couple, and then he sends him in. Now these 2. See that? Lobsters, right? These were very popular advertisers back in the day. I want to see who made it. Hartman White Ink, Nashville 3, Tennessee. The phone number doesn't have a zip, have the pre-thing on it. Look at that. Very popular back in the day. It's a cracked ice look to it. Very collectible. People like to collect these because they're so unique. And you see, it's basically a manicure type thing. This one has that. That looks familiar. Anybody know what that is? It's like that C. Hill Novelty Manufacturing, Germany. I was going to say that I think this stuff started off in Germany, in Europe. They were very popular. This is probably a more truer original, he says. Like I know what I'm talking about. Not really. 4 tools all on the one side. Very cool. Very thin. People used to carry them all the time. Look how thin they are. Comfortable. Barely feel them in your pocket. I actually have some others. I'll pick up the pace a little bit. Look here. I want you to look at this one. Look at the handle on this thing. I wish I could figure out how to fix that. Right? Because this one is Remington. Right? Yeah, Remington UMC. Look at the badge on this thing. Look at the bone on this. Ooh. Oh boy, I don't know. But it has all the tools on it. Look at the can opener. Old school. It's got the awl. It's got corkscrew. It's got bottle opener, flat screwdriver. What do you think the blade's going to look like if I can get it out? This is an old guy. This is, actually it's not too bad. Look at that. See that? Wow. This is, how, man, it's such a pity that bone is broken. This is a beautiful little knife, man. It's very nice. Look at that. How old do you think this is? How would you tell? It's got to be on the tang stamp, right? I can barely see the outline. I can just see the like circle. Can't really see anything else. That's cool. This is an old guy. I can tell you this is a very old knife. Love to be able to fix that up. Now this spring works on there. See that? But on this one it doesn't. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, it might just be a bent pin. Very cool. This, Might just be a good thing to have a really good look into and try and figure out more about it. So there you go. That's a lot of knives in a little box. And I got to tell you, I can't remember, but I think Dwight sent me an email and he said, I'm sending you a box of knives. It's not very much. It's nothing like your other mail calls that you get. It's what I have and I want you to have it. And I've got to tell you, Dwight, that a mail call is a mail call. It's nice to get all that fun stuff and all that good stuff. I can tell you, here's an example. I now have a handful of knives that you sent me that I can restore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I just casually picked up there. The other ones are all going to help me eventually. It doesn't, what I'm trying to say is, my friend, it doesn't matter what's in the mail call, it's the thought behind it. Just so that you know. Thank you, my friend. And Linda, Dwight and Linda, Kentucky. Many thanks. Greatly appreciated. There is so much things here. You know, I go through these things with everybody when they come in. Then I'll spend hours afterwards going through them and going, ooh, look how this one's going to clean up. That's just the way I am. There's some great knives in here. This is such a simple one, but look at that handle. This is, you know, like I said, to me, it's great getting these. I love this. I now have a bunch of projects and I have parts, which I don't have a lot of. So my friend, it's not what's in the mail call, it's the thought behind it. And I appreciate it always. Love getting mail call from you guys. You guys are always very generous. And this is a very generous mail call. There's some really nice knives in here. Maybe not to other people, but to you and me, they're a big deal. Thank you. Always appreciate it. And you guys out there, be safe. Always. I know I always say that, but it's a reminder. If you guys go to work in that, I know they tell you to work safe. It's a 24-hour thing. You come home, you've got to be safe. Help your family to be safe. Just saying. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'm going to be back. Finally started on my walking stick. That's going to take me a day or 3. I've got some even more projects that it's really hard for me to decide what to do. You know, I see all these knives and I'm like, oh, I want to do that now, and then something else. Oh, wait. I'm all over the place with that. It's really hard for me. About once a week, I sit down and go through all my knives and say, okay, I need to do this one. And then do it right then. Otherwise, I'll go to the next knife and say, oh, no, it's this one or that one. So, Dwight, Linda, thank you again. And maybe just one day, I'll stop by in Kentucky. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. Always. And we'll see you again soon.